Hey guys, Mr. Movie, and today we're doing my Matrix Saga review. And I did just put up my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I've actually had this for a long time. I just didn't put it up over here. I put it up over there on the other side of the room. So right off the bat, The Matrix, made by the Wachowski brothers, and it stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss. And it is about a guy, the chosen one, who is being, fought between the Hugo Weaving character of Agent Smith and also Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne, and to see who can get him first. And yeah, that's sort of the story. And yeah, stuff I liked about it. The score, I really enjoyed the scores. This is an underrated score in my mind. I enjoy it. I think it's called Club to Death. That's the type. But yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's a cool score. And then the CGI, obviously, I can not talk about the CGI. The whole scene where Neo is bending before the bullets, where they're going, like, whizzing right by his face. That's kind of crazy. That's a crazy scene in my mind. And also, the whole background actually is CGI in that scene. The only thing that's not CGI is Keanu Reeves. And then also the acting. Keanu Reeves, best performance I've seen him in, and also Carrie-Anne Moss did a pretty solid job as Trinity and Morpheus, giving a really good performance, maybe his best I've seen him in too. And also there was many of the other crew, they didn't really do much though, and Hugo Weaving gave a pretty solid performance as Agent Smith. He kind of gives the same performance throughout the whole trilogy. He's never been shaky like the Wachowskis. But yeah. And then the story, I thought it was an interesting story. It was kind of basic on how the one, but I didn't mind that at all. It kind of gave a more complex story, and it was kind of like, what if that actually could happen? That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I didn't have any problems with this movie. I gave it 100%. It was a great film in my mind. So next, we got The Matrix Reloaded, and stars the same people. Yeah, Hugo Weaving too. And it is about, what was it? It's just it's a bunch of stuff, really. They're just trying to save the town, or the city. I forgot the city's name, but it was a big city, that the only human city left, and they're trying to save it through these next two films. So I won't talk about the plot for the next one, because it's the same as this one, pretty much. But yeah, so stuff I liked about it. It had some really good, solid action scenes as the first. There's the whole scene inside the ballroom or whatever. There's a big white place. It was a solid action scene, I thought. The highway chase was fine. It was a fine action scene. It wasn't as good as some others. And then there's that one scene that everybody talks about with the CGI, just a bunch of bowling pins being knocked over. I thought that was a little dumb. I could have done it better. But yeah, I enjoyed the action scenes besides that one with all the CGI. And then the score again I enjoyed. They did kind of put a more classical. They had a classical score, and then they mixed it with. What is it? They mixed it with a more technological theme, and I thought it was a good idea. And then the acting again, I really enjoyed the acting. The acting I enjoyed. So yeah, the only thing I didn't like, the first act wasn't too solid. I didn't like the first act. Did not feel like the first movie at all. The first act, it was just totally different. Yeah. And then the CGI, sometimes it wasn't too solid, as I said, with that one action scene where it's just a bunch of bowling pins, pretty much. But overall, though, I'll give The Matrix Reloaded an 80%. It was a solid film. I didn't mind it. And next, we got Matrix Revolutions. And I did actually just change where my notes were. They used to be right here, but I said to put them by the camera now, so I'm not like this all the time. But yeah. So stuff I liked about this, the parts with Agent Smith, when they were in the Matrix, it was really solid scenes. There was that one flying scene. Some people don't like it. I didn't think it was bad. Just weird raindrops that were like my finger. But yeah. You know what I'm talking about if you see the movie. But then I thought all his Agent Smith stuff was good. There's a scene with him in the real world, and I didn't think that was too solid, but yeah. And then the score again, it was pretty much the same score, and I enjoyed it, so. Only things I didn't like, Zion, that's the town's name, the Zion. I didn't like any of the Zion stuff at all. I thought it was all pretty dumb, same as the first. It was part of the first act on the first, that's why I just categorized it into that. But, there was a bunch of stories. It was like, Jesus, you didn't even care about most of them. There was the whole thing with Zion, and it was just really dumb. You didn't even care. You barely saw the one. Yeah. But yeah, overall, though, I'll give The Matrix Revolutions a 67%. If you did watch the first two Matrixes, you kind of have to watch this movie, because the second one kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger. But yeah. So, the Matrix Trilogy is fine. The first one is outstanding, the second one's good, and then the third one's not all that. But they're fine movies. I don't know if I'll watch the first one definitely over and over again. I actually did just buy it and put it in my background. But the second one, I might watch it again. I don't know. Matrix Revolutions, probably not. Probably never watch it again because it was just weird. But yeah. So yeah, see you next time, movie fans.